Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome in. This is another brand new artist to the channel. Got a couple of these tonight. This is a group who has apparently been around for quite some time. I did a tiny bit of research on them before I started this video up and found out that the song I'm about to react to, it's called Buy My Monster from a group called ONF. Apparently this is off of their 8th mini album. So I don't know how long they've been together. I don't know if it's 8 mini albums and also Japanese albums and also full-length albums, or if it's just 8 mini albums. I don't know. Like, for example, Twice has, 13 mini albums now, but then they've also got 2 or 3 full-length albums, and then they've got Japanese albums. So I don't know if this group has put out a ton more than just these 8 minis, or if this is it. The point is, they've been around a lot longer than I thought because I've never heard of them. It's not even that I haven't listened to them. I've never heard of them. So, the reason this one kind of got on my radar is because I saw people were praising it on Twitter. Twitter has actually been beneficial for me in the sense of finding groups that I wouldn't have otherwise known about. Kind of like this channel, you guys have requested groups I've either not known about or not heard anything from. But so has Twitter. Twitter's how I met Rescene. Twitter's how I found out that Mii actually had their debut. I knew about the group because I watched their survival show that made them, but I didn't know they were having their debut, so thanks Twitter for that. Again, this is a group that I'm finding out about from Twitter. Also, so is Nowadays, which I just did a video for. So, with that introduction out of the way, let's go check out ONF with Buy My Monster. Some awkward lingering lightning here. Okay, that's gonna have a meaning. 너를 떠나야 하는 건 그 사람이 아닌 바로 나란 걸 알게 된 그날부터 배가는 계속되었고 온몸이 불덩이처럼 뜨거워지는 게 무서웠어. I can't handle this anymore. 혼돈 속에 갇힌 채로 뒷걸음질 나다가도 내 시선은 너에게로 보이면 안 되는 것이 보여. 널 원할수록 난 괴물이 될 것 같아. What a classical elements here. Okay. 넌 모른 척 지나쳐줘. 나를 구원하려 한다면 내가 절망을 더 느끼게 놓아줘. Nice little falsetto there at the end. Gorgeous string accompaniment with this though. You can hear the piano tickling in the back. 유령이 되어 떠도는 고백의 문장은 여전히 나를 옥죄어 힘들게 해. 꿈을 꾸듯 살다가도 너의 천사 같은 미소가 내게 알려줘. 여긴 저기야. I'm in the hell. So foolish. 더 가면 갈수록 풀리지 않는 걸. 혹여나 조금만 한가는 성을 보고서 난 또 꿈을 꿔. 이대로는 안 돼. 난 괴물이 될 것 같아. I'm gonna be a monster. 나를 완전히 끊어내줘. 내가 죽을 것 같아도 넌 모른 척 지나쳐줘. 나를 구원하려 한다면 내가 절망을 더 느끼게 놓아줘. 그다음엔 기억이 왜곡되어 꾸며질 때까지 넌 나를 떠올리지 말게. 난 밤하늘 족한 궤도를 비껴낸 햇살일 거야. What a gorgeous harmony. 점점 번져가더니 나를 일렁이게 사랑은 이렇게 내게
스친다면 한 찰나라도 좋으니 널 가지고 싶었는데 환상이 될 수 없는 우리 이어갈 수 없는 이야기 마침내 안녕
All right, so beautiful song. Love the classical elements throughout there. The piano was very subdued, but you could hear it at different parts. The strings really had a chance to shine in this one. I don't know classical music, but I'm positive that this is a sample of something. Um, the rap had a nice build to it, and there's a lot of just really top notch imagery here that we're going to try and get into. I'm going to miss some of it because I tried to take in everything, and unfortunately, by trying to take in everything, I almost took in very little. I don't want to say nothing because I did take in some, but yeah, wow, that was a lot to take in, but it was a gorgeous song, and the message of the song seems to be about uh, maybe it's like having the courage to know that either maybe you're not ready to love someone, or maybe the love that you have for someone is just too painful, uh, or that it makes you a person that you don't want to be. Um, Maybe you lose yourself, or you become a monster. Whether that's a jealous person or a different type of monster, I don't know. It didn't seem like there was any jealousy hinted at here, but we often hear about jealousy being a monster when it comes to love. Um, but anyway, it seems to be about having the courage to know that about yourself and to try and break away from it. Whether that be by forcing yourself to leave or telling the other person to leave to save you and them. Uh, but first off, the message already is really not something you hear a lot of. You see a lot of it in tropes like in anime, but in terms of in music, you don't see a ton of it or hear a ton of it. But it is pretty deep. But the way they convey it is just really gorgeous. So we're gonna go take another look at this. So I mentioned at the beginning that there was some awkward looking lightning here, and I thought maybe it was bad CGI until we got to this part of the scene, and that's when I acknowledged, wait, this is gonna have some sort of meaning. And there's a couple of ways you can take this, but obviously it's a storm surrounding him, right? But he's clear of it. He's in the eye of it. He's in the less turmoiled part, but it's still all around him. And so maybe this is about that storm, like the monster and him wanting a way out. And there is a pathway behind him that is open through the storm. Or maybe it's about him feeling trapped by these emotions. Because now that path seals up and we have it enveloping him. So he's realized he's the one who has to leave. Maybe that person can't, or maybe that person won't, but he has to leave for the betterment of both of them. Not him. So I'm the one who has to leave you. So actually, that one line kind of changes my interpretation of this, because I'm the one who has to leave you. I thought this was between two people. But it seems like when he says not him, it's actually between three people. And maybe this person that he loves is torn between the two of them. Maybe she or he loves him, but another guy too. And so he's like, this isn't who I want to be because love is making me do things, act ways that I don't want to act. And so I'm the one who has to leave. Like, basically, you can be with him. I'm not willing to fight this fight anymore. It reminds me of, oh, what, there's a Western artist that I had a song that I used to love from, and I can't remember what it was, but it was the basically, it's the same type of message. Maybe I'll look it up at the end of the video. I don't know. Anyway, then we see like these angel feathers falling down. Feeling my body becoming hot as a burning ember. I was scared. So, okay, here we have him wearing an outfit that's both light and dark, and it's mixed. And it's mixed in like a chaotic way, which I feel is done very intentionally. But then in the scene here, we have chaos and we have order. And we have chaos all around here. And we have order down here on the shelf below the stage. And so it's like this duality of light and dark, chaos and order that he's feeling all around him. And it's also done, whether intentionally or not, the camera angle and the shot selection here mimic that same shape of the storm clouds we saw earlier after they had started to roll over and close up the path behind him. Trapped within chaos. And see, we see it. Even as I tried to step back, my gaze still finds it. So like he realizes that he needs to step back and he needs to back off basically because it's going to be the best thing for both of them. But he still, like, he only envisions, he only sees her. He only has eyes for her. And things are burning around him. Things are burning inside him. And then we've got this line: the more I desire you, the more I feel like a monster. And so we go back to the gist of the actual song, right? I'm doing things that I shouldn't. I'm becoming a person I don't want to be or that I shouldn't be. I feel like I'm a monster the more I want you. Because maybe I shouldn't want you, or maybe the way I want you isn't the way I should. I don't know. But then I can't tell what's actually raining on him. Are these like jewels? Is this amethyst falling on his lips? I can't tell. I think so. Of course, we've got the piano kicking in here. So he's telling her, I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be this monster. So cut me off completely. Like, don't even look at me. And we'll see that line in the song. Even if it feels like I'm dying, just pass by and pretend like you don't know me. If you care about me at all, if you want to save me, then let go of me. Don't keep dragging this on. There we are back in the storm. And then Unyoung, goodbye. Like, I have to say goodbye. And I don't know what the meaning of this purple is, though. We saw it earlier in the light and dark outfit, that room of chaos and order. We saw it was like the raindrop that had like the purple ink feel, or not feel, but like a look. We also see it at the end where it actually is like a purple ink. We saw the purple jewels raining down on him. And we see him dipping this pure white angel feather in this purple liquid, rain, whatever. So I'm not sure if purple is supposed to be it's symbolic, but I'm not sure which symbol it's supposed to be. You know, in Western cultures, especially like Egypt, Greece, even Rome, amethyst, that purple was a symbol of royalty. But in Japanese, I believe, it might be a symbol or a color associated more with death. And I could be wrong, but the reason I say that, so if I'm wrong, let me give you my rationale. If I'm right, then dope. But if I'm wrong, the reason I say that is because there's a wisteria plant that we frequently associate with being like a death tree or a death plant in Japanese culture. And wisteria is a purple color. So I don't know if that's what we're going for here. But if that's not it, then I'm really curious to know what is the purpose or meaning behind all of the purple imagery here. Also, their outfits are deliberately chosen, right? We have all of them in black, but then we're going to see later on we have all of them in white. And we'll touch on that later, but just keep that in mind. And the choreo there, which I didn't point out, obviously, but we have, I was looking for it. You've got like almost like claw motions. He's actually doing the same motion that almost like eating the apple type of motion that like Itzy had with Ringo. But the point is like they've got more of like this claw gesture to kind of hammer home the monster feel. And the guys in the background, this guy on the far left, these two in the back, the one on the far right, they've got their arms crossed but still have almost like that claw deliberate motion on their hands. And then they close out with the claws in front of their face. Now, I don't know what he's carved in there. What did he carve into the floor? Does it actually... There's no way I'm going to be able to read that. It looks like 199... I don't know. Your angelic smile tells me you're in hell. So, like, it's like you're in hell, you're suffering because you can't be with me, and that's what the smile is communicating to him. That's not necessarily the message that the person smiling is trying to give, but it's like you're looking at this person you want to be with so bad and you realize you can't, and you feel like you're in hell. You feel like you're suffering and being torn apart because for whatever reason you can't be with that person. I'm in the hell, so foolish, dog, I'm a guy to the foolish and the guard. This is a really cool camera scene here. We see the flickering and the burning of the paper through his eyes, but also this almost look of sadness. You could consider this a look of emptiness and being like consumed internally by that monster, or you could look at this as a look of sadness as you watch that burn away. And we even see this in the line after glimpsing a faint possibility. Find myself dreaming again. This can't go on. I feel like I'll become a monster. We had the purple candles. Beautiful note there. Now we've got our white outfits. And the camera keeps flickering back and forth between dark and light, symbolizing this conflict between them. They know they need to back away, but they don't want to, but they have to. Like, it's an internal struggle. And then this scene here is a bird cage, right? And we're free. We're outside of the cage. We've let the bird go. And lyrically, we're looking at until the memories distort and embellish. So you hear the term or the phrase looking at it through rose-tinted glasses or rose-colored glasses. And that's usually a way of describing things as saying, like, oh, you're only remembering the good things, right? You're looking at things and remembering only the positive things, but there were bad things that happened. You just don't remember them because nostalgia has a way of clouding our thoughts, right? And so we linger on thoughts of how we felt in the good times, and we try to erase or suppress how we felt in negative times. And so when that happens, your memories are distorting. You're embellishing. You're exaggerating the good qualities. So until you get that point, right? Until you're at the point of distorted, embellished memories, don't think of me. Like, just pretend I'm this untouchable celestial body. I'm this comet that just skirted past your orbit, right? Like, I could have come into your life. I could have collided with you, but pretend I didn't exist. I missed you. And then we see him free the bird. And then on the other side of the night sky, right, we've covered that. Okay, now we're into a new line, but now we've got this bright light. It's like you've come out of the darkness and into the light, right? The ripples on the lake of my heart gradually spread. So if you touch water, it will make a splash usually at the site, and then it'll gradually ripple out until it eventually becomes still again. And it's talking about that, but love being, instead of you or a rock or whatever hitting the surface, it's love that has disrupted and become a disaster for him. I don't know what they're trying to keep him from writing there, though. Then we got these beautiful harmonies here. Our story that can't continue. There's that purple ink. There's the purple and white feathers. Now the rain is falling in reverse. The storm is clearing. The monster is essentially gone, right? They've killed the monster. And this scene right here is interesting. I don't know if this is him kind of still holding on to the monster just a little bit as a piece of him, or if this is the monster reaching out for him, looking for maybe absolution or something like that. But we have this creation of man all painting-esque type of ending scene. So, alright guys, so that was the reaction and breakdown for ONF's Buy My Monster. And yeah, just absolutely gorgeous song, beautiful artistry in the video. But definitely, if I'm wrong on the meaning of all the purple there, somebody let me know what that actually was about, because it's deeply significant, and I don't like being wrong about something that big in a video unless, you know, I get told what it is. So thanks for checking this one out, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Take care, everybody.